Hello everybody, it is me, Martinez-Bateman, and this is Socrates, of course. I am the CEO of New Coyote Consulting. We are an equity and communications consulting firm here in the Pacific Northwest. This is the Monday update. If you haven't, check me out on LinkedIn. I've been posting short form videos every single day to just talk about the ongoing chaos of encroaching fascism and what we can do about it day by day. It's really targeted to nonprofit workers because that's mostly my client base. That's my own professional experience. Yes. But just about anybody could benefit from these videos. And what I want to talk about this week is that there are a number of us out here, and I talked about it in my newsletter last month, but I just really need to reiterate that there are a number of us out here who have been working to manage autocrats. We have been working to get rid of fascism on the left and in the nonprofit industrial complex for years. To different degrees of success and in different ways. There are a lot of people at this point who have a ton of, who have a ton of experience managing narcissistic leadership, embezzling bosses, manipulation tactics, and we know how to navigate this. There are a lot of people who've been studying it at the state level. There are a lot of people who have been studying it at the level of systems and companies and organizations. And we do have knowledge and experience. And so what is going to be essential now? You going to fit back there? Okay. He does. He fit. He sit. What's essential now is that we are consolidating our efforts to look towards the people who have already navigated varying levels of fascism. Oh, is that your ball? Yes, it is. Good job. And to be a part of the solution together. And part of that is making sure that we are taken care of. I said this before in different other videos. You cannot do your job if you are tired, starving, under-resourced, depressed. I mean, some of these things can't be helped at certain times depending on who we are and what we do. There's always going to be a moment when there's not enough to go around, especially in the time that we have coming up, which is why it is essential that if you have the time, the energy, the effort, or the ability to make the effort to take a break, to sleep a whole night, to go and see your friends, to reaffirm your values with family, if that is something you share with your family, to hang out with a pet. These are the things that are going to be really essential to us going forward. This is not a 30 days situation or a 60 days situation or a 6 months situation. This is an ongoing reality. The U.S. has been an autocratic empire, fascist state to certain degrees and in certain ways for a long, long time. And if you don't believe that, I don't know what to tell you at this point. We've kind of moved beyond the teaching moment. That means, though, that there are a lot of communities, primarily communities of color, immigrant communities, communities with marginalized experience, who have been fighting this for decades, for centuries. And we, those of us who are in those communities, those of us who have been doing that fighting, we have experience, we have knowledge, and we have skills. We have been disempowered by the state, and we have gone and gotten our power from that state. We have been disenfranchised by the state, and we have gone and figured out how to operate in ways that keep ourselves safe, no matter what the state thinks of our families, our gender identities, etc., right? There are long histories of resistance in this place, longer than the history of whiteness itself. And so we can look at these very clearly white supremacist dog whistles, this extremely this administration that is using straight up Nazi imagery to try and get their point across. And we can say, we've been here before. Maybe I haven't been here in my life. Maybe my family hasn't been here in our memory. But this country has been here before, and we know how to do this. In fact, one would argue this is one of the main things we do as Americans, is impose fascism and resist fascism. And we do it like this. We do it over and over again. And this is a particularly bad time. And it sucks, and it's going to keep sucking. And there's going to be loss, because there always is. But what we need to do until the point where we cannot do it anymore is resist this regime, document our resistance for future generations, not for the public right now, right? Don't be putting it on social media. But pay attention to people who know how to do this. It also is no fucking coincidence that the people who know how to do this are the people who are being targeted first by the regime, right? Indigenous people, trans people, people of color, and immigrants. Those are the populations that we have to stand with and stand up for. And if we are scared ourselves for our own families, then we have to take that fear and think to ourselves, examine for ourselves, with the privilege that I have, if this is my fear, what does it feel like to be someone with even less privilege than that? Because that's going to be the equation that you got to go by. We are working downstream. We are focusing on the people with the most need. We are not focusing on the executive. We are not focusing on the people with power and money in this situation. They will not help us. They have never helped us. They will never help us in the future. It's only us. It's only us people who are going to be affected by this, which is the majority of people. So take heart. You're in a big group, and everyone who matters is working on this. You have to figure out how to work on it your way, in a way that is going to help you keep pace for the long haul. Because after this motherfucker is gone, there's going to be some other one. And after that one, there's going to be another one. And we are going to be on our deathbed telling children how to fight fascism, because that's what our grandparents and our ancestors did for us. And if you didn't have that kind of ancestor or grandparent, I'm very sorry. But some of us did, and we know how to do this, and we've been knowing how to do this. So have a lunch, have a walk, have a weekend. Don't work for free. And remember, when I say don't work for free, what I mean is do not work without compensation. Your work has to have compensation in the world. If you feed someone, they got to be fed. You know what I mean? You have to have results. If this video helped you out, please share it with your friend. If you want more of me, please come to LinkedIn. I'm posting every day, basically. All right, bye.